They say credit belongs to the man in the arena, who spends himself in a worthy cause. The credit belongs to those who dare greatly, and to those that fail, at least fail daringly.
Target terminated.
The glory is reserved for the few who, no matter what, answer the call to enter the arena. The call doesn't care if you fight for 1 or 20,001. It echoes out, reverberating across the globe. It only acts to reach the bold, never the timid. It's what's next, what's now, and what will always be.
Scump from up high. 1, 2. This is non-stop. They've got nowhere to run. It's a massacre. Wow. I got 2. Airstrike coming in. It's an ambush. The spawns are out of control. It's madness. Unbelievable. This is it. What a round.
The call delivers victory to the deserving and rewards the devoted. For when your time comes, there is only one option. Enter the arena. Fight for the call.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. It's time for the Seattle Surge to take on the Florida Mutineers here in lower bracket round 1. An elimination matchup. Here, the first, well, actually the second in the major. We've already to say goodbye to the London Royal Ravens. Honestly, what a banging series that really was. I thought the Ravens were going to do it. I was screaming at my monitor. What a delight it was. But Ultra fans around the world rejoice. They will play Røkkr now for a rematch for the King of the North title. My name is Miles Ross, and that guy right there is Chance. And we could not be more excited to get this bad boy on the road. Chance, my friend, welcome. Welcome to our new digital set. I don't know where we are, but it's nice here.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful, just like the day is going to be, Miles. A ton of action that we have today. The Florida versus Seattle match that we get to cast is going to be a very fun one, just because of how comparable these two teams are. It is very much the assault rifles on both sides of the board. You know what to expect. You know it's going to be solid performances on both sides. And really, it's a battle of who can bully out the other team's SMGs.
Well, let's see who gets the bullying done first. Before we get to all the fun analysis, let's quickly meet the Seattle Surge. Boy, we got some fun today.
Assault's in trouble. Prestinni looking dangerous. Such aggression right now.
Octane is just ripping through the entirety of the Guerrillas. Wow. They line up in front of him, Loony. The angle. What is that? He got the kill. Are you kidding me?
Now Seattle's inside. 249, 249. Seattle won!
Seattle Surge, one half of our nautically themed teams here in this elimination matchup. Octane, Prestinni, Loony, and Gunless. In the mouths of many fans, many players around, but can they bring the magic here today? Seattle Surge looking to bounce back after what was a tough season last year. But again, Chance, I think we're in a good spot so far. Prestinni may not be there, Octane and Loony are on their phones, and Gunless as well. Quite frankly, just happy to be here right now. But these guys, man, I mean, this is a big turnaround for them. A victory here against Florida would be tremendous.
I mean, both of these teams really need to get that ball rolling, both sitting at 1-4. And I think for Seattle, really, you just need Prestinni to show up today, right? It is him and Loony, especially so in control. The slaying power is not quite get there. And that is the puzzle that Seattle is looking to solve. How can we get our two SMGs more involved? How can we bump up those slaying numbers? What kind of pacing issues need to be fixed? If they're able to solve that problem, they've had a ton of game 5s, a ton of close maps, let alone they're knocking on the devil's door, Miles. They're so close to turning into that top team we know they can be. The question is, when are they going to get there?
Well, I can hear the door knocking. It's time to open that door and say howdy doody to the Florida Mutineers.
The dictionary defines redemption as the deliverance of persons or things from the possession and power of captors.
It is a 3-0 victory over the Florida Mutineers.
As the act of making something better. As the act of making up for a loss.
It is over, and that is a shocker for the Mutineers.
We define it as inevitable. You can count our KD. You can count our headshots. You can count our hill time. What you can't do is count us out.
Florida Mutineers looking to get it done here in the lower bracket. Chance we've seen some magic from them so far this season. Again, a little bit of a fall from grace, it has to be said. But two newest members of the roster, Slacked and Neptune, looking very dangerous. Awakening needs no introduction. And of course, Skies was one of our Astro MVP candidates for the 2020 season. The Mutineers, I mean, they are without a shadow of a doubt a force to be reckoned with.
I mean, they were expected to be a top 4 team, I think is where people had them in the power rankings, at least at the start of the year. Now they find themselves again. They are 1-4 on the year. They are facing elimination in the first round that they play. I would say the positive takeaway for this team, though, is their search and destroy as a collective has not been good. They've only had 2 days to go over the gameplay, but that is the one mode where you can accomplish quite a bit in terms of figuring out strats, what's going wrong. So if Florida can figure out their S&D, they might be able to go a long way in this tournament.
Oh, Chance, that sounds awfully a lot like a game fuel key to victory. We will now be showing you Florida's. My friends, take us through it.
And again, I mean, Search and Destroy, they're 1-4 on the record, but you would look at what like Awakening has been doing. #1 in KD, #1 in damage per round, #1 in kills per round. He's averaging 1.09 kills for every single round that they face. I don't know how good that sounds. The next highest player in the league is TJ, and he's sitting at a 0.9. The difference between Awakening to TJ is the difference between TJ and the player that is 23rd on the leaderboard. Suffice to say, Awakening has had the best search and destroy performances so far this entire year. Incredibly consistent, has the highest average number of kills per game as well. He's averaging double digits. All of those positive things for the team to be 1-4 in the game mode. They need to clean up the middle round adjustments. They need to start winning their 1v1s.
Well, let's see if they can win the controls as well. Now a game fuel keys to victory chance for the Seattle Surge.
I mean, really, it comes down to slaying power for this team. They are able to dodge the Garrison hardpoint, which I think is a nice plus for Seattle in the pick and bans, because that is the only map that Florida has been winning in the hardpoint. So strong start there. Of course, they also want to drown out the SMGs on the flip side, trying to shut down Slack, trying to shut down Neptune as well. And of course, well, we talked about the Search and Destroy. Florida has not been clutch in the slightest. Again, outside of Awakening, they're starting to make mistakes. Just let it happen. You can take your time. Neptune occasional throw away his life. Slack has not been very clutch in those 1v1, 1v2, so try to punish him there. And of course, well, that control as a default for Seattle. 0-5 in the game mode, and they have been getting slayed out to a ridiculous degree. Gotta be more patient with your lives. Gotta play more conservatively. Obviously for Garrison, a little bit defense-sided. You need that if you go to a round 5.
I mean, I maintain now if Seattle Surge win Garrison control, I mean, it's not like it's one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, but I feel like it basically is the series, right? If Seattle win the control for me, I feel like their Search and Destroy is strong enough, and there is enough of there's enough competition between both teams here in the hard points. The control is absolutely the sealer for me. If Seattle can take the control, I think they take the series. That stat on your screen there in the quick scope, 0-5 in control. Again, the keystone here of this series for me. If Seattle can find the win, they get the series there. But Florida Mutineers at 2-3, like they're showing a lot of promise. It's the Search and Destroy is their biggest weakness. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath chance. I mean, these are two teams who have got glaring opportunities to really fix things. They've had 2 days to get that done. It comes down to now who has managed to make the most of those days off, change their game.
And again, that's why in my mind for Florida, that job is just a little bit easier, right? If you're trying to fix Search and Destroy, that is very much done with like VOD review rather than scrims, right? You just see the situations where you've failed on maps past and try to make those adjustments. And I will say though, on paper, obviously it does look like those hard points might be a split. It needs to be said, all 3 of the Florida Mutineers wins have come on Garrison hardpoint. We are not going to be seeing that map in the series. We're starting out on Crossroads, and the last time we saw at least Seattle play this map, this is when Gunless, well, he figured out what tick rate he needs to play on, and he dropped 40 out of the gate. Absolutely my player to watch for Seattle.
Well, eyes are on him. Here we go. Seattle Surge, Florida Mutineers. Florida are going to be in the teal arrows. It's going to be Seattle Surge in the white. Map 1 now getting underway. Welcome, Call of Duty fans. This one is going to be an absolute treat. On board with Slack to kick this one off. Again, one of the submachine gun players we talked about. The keys there for Seattle is to try to drown those players out, deal the damage. And already Slacked, he may well have nailed it. Nice opening kills. As we're going to go over towards the hard point now, Awakening finds one as well. So Florida, we're going to start this one off with a bang chance.
And nice little timing to at least break the hill initially. You see Awakening's goal, though. It's less about the hill time, more about the flips. And he's actually drawing all of those arrows just to hunt him down. So while they're successful on taking down Awakening, maybe an opening for Florida to try to get inside the hill. There's not much of a map clearance right now. Seattle doing a very nice job to stabilize until they flip the spawns immediately. Pushed up a little bit too far past the truck, but at least for Seattle, still getting the hill time. Maybe not that big of a deal.
Of course, it is first to 250 points here, looking towards the next hard point, which now will open in 15 seconds towards the far right-hand side of the screen. Again, looks like Mutineers are in full control of this area. Slack trying to push that front line forward while picking up a bit of a hard time. As you do, a nice dodge of the double nades up over the top, gets a kill for his troubles. I'm loving this out of Slacked. That's a nice two-piece as well. Full control, a nice string kills to boot.
And honestly, just a nice moment, just that slight slip-up of giving up those back spawns. Well, Florida potentially going to pay dividends. Investing in their game and in this time as well. Slacked on a 4 spree. He's potentially thinking about those streaks, but more importantly, already been able to overtake that lead. Unfortunately for him, all of his teammates fall. He actually gets caught inside the hill, able to find one by himself. These players just trying to hunt him down. Slack, at the very least, did do a very nice job to buy his teammates some time, but either way, Seattle on the break. A very back-and-forth game we have so far.
Yeah, this is nice. I mean, already we're off to a good start. It's what we expect in the hard points. Relatively even match. Neptune's going to come and find the trades there on point. A nice bit of an overwhelming push there from Florida Mutineers. Neptune's on a 2 spree, Slacked on a 1 so far. Slacked 8 and 3. So one thing you really want to be looking out for here in this series again is the submachine gun players there at Florida. It's on Neptune and it's on Slack to go as big as they possibly can here in the kills department. Awakening on your screen there, running that flex. Just trying to be a nuisance in this hard point. Just about to rip wide open. There it is. Prestinni's going to find 1 or 2 there. Octane gets involved up close to the XM4. The skies drops as well. So with that, we will see Seattle with the hard point.
On the clean 4 down is very nice. You got Loony backing up just to make sure he can block those spawns. You got Cliff covered, and you got P1 pushed out. Prestinni, not going to be easy to get past him. This is an incredibly tricky spot. First kill, nice and free for him. Frankly, well, Skies is just waiting for the challenge. You see the wrap actually had to come in through the flank through mid-map. It's the only way they're able to get that clearance, but hey, Slack comes through, picks up 3, the break is in, Prestinni drops, and the spawns have been flipped. They took 10 seconds to set it up, and they knock it down perfectly. Nice little strike they're able to get, and they retake the lead.
Yeah, what can they do now, though? Because this is going to be a very important hard point. P4 here on on checkmate, excuse me, this is a big one. A lot of opportunities now to pick up a big lead for Florida Mutineers. If they can hold on effectively, that's going to be the key. Surge has to be a clean break. You've got to make sure you stop them spawning on the left-hand side of the map, underneath that large rock on the mini-map. That's going to be the crucial position. Find those kills, get them out of that spot. Slacked on the front line. Once again, another big 1v1 win. Slacked is 13 and 5 overall to start this one off. This is a transformation from what we've seen so far out of the Mutineers.
And Awakening, you talk about being hungry for some kills. He needs 2 more, and well, he might be able to at least get that artillery at his disposal. Gunless is going to be big door, and well, the kills need to come his way. He's going to get them. Unfortunately, while this has been going on, well, Loony gets to the contest spot, and Loony, well, was able to pick up the player inside the hill. Obviously does not last very long. You see Awakening does have the artillery. The crew's going to fall in short order. That is streaks for Awakening and a 50-point lead for Florida. We've done a fantastic job of either being gifted the spawns or taking them out of the hands of Seattle. We've been struggling through that first set.
Yeah, Florida is not asking for permission right now. I mean, Awakening's still on that spree. 8 in a row now. Here come the streaks. Give me the cruise missile at first. He will not be able to launch the extras, but he's going to guide this one a little slowly. There comes the push. Doesn't manage to land much, but it does force everyone from Seattle on the inside. Big Wake still on your screen, finding these shots. There's kill number 9. Can we get number 10 out of this one? It would be impressive, but no, Loony is going to put a stop to the rampage that Awakening had. With that, I would love to hear what Seattle now try to do with the hard point in hand. Time for an Astro Gaming listen in with Seattle Surge.
Yeah, they checked me, they checked me. They double time, triple time, triple time, triple
watch
time.
your right. No one tired. In barrel door. I spawned out, double D, double D, go on, double D here. Double D.
They spawned behind
here too. They're still.
I think they're spawning parallel on me.
I'm just holding another one here. Nice. I'm getting comms,
Look
Looking to the left. Every left.
Double cliff, double AR stiff.
I'm trying to tell
flashed
you.
over
Cliff, to the
Oh, behind me, back door. He's top comms flat.
Here.
He's top comms, he's top comms, we spawned out.
I'm shutting.
Yeah, I'm on truck.
Wait for each other. I have your help left.
I'm trying to go cliff. Top down. Top comms in time.
Nep is dub.
He's under you.
Absolutely. Icebox. Alright, let's go around left. Responding left for now, guys.
I'm coming left to you.
Top sandbags, Caesar. Top sandbags right side.
I see him tops. Top sandbag, dead. Leaking's one mid.
Middle map.
Dead, good up too. I'm trying to spawn kill these guys. I'm on bullet.
Where'd that dude go? Do we know?
I'm truck right now.
We said we can make this trap and then we can get a good fire.
I'm open crate. Push up. He pushed up. Open dead. Up two, good job.
Almost we're tired, right?
Here, try to push up P1.
What's P1 on me?
I got the rest of this.
Look at your big door.
P1,
I'm trying to block.
Big door weak as well. Alright, there's two.
Caesar's already P1.
He's hard flash.
Guys, we are hearing the passion from Seattle Surge. Any takeaways from the comms?
I mean, the tournament intensity is certainly there. The problem is being able to hold a spawn. That has been their problem this entire game. Really, the streaks being a big part of that. But this is what it comes down to, man. The P3 to P4, we talked about it all the time. They were not able to stabilize the last go around. This is the moment for Seattle. You stretch these two hills together, you're right back in the game. If Florida's able to break through pretty much just one time, might able to solidify it. Still an 80-point difference between these teams.
Yeah, again, if they can stitch these two hard points together, that's going to be a big win for Surge. Over to go now, though, and the break from the front is after the test is there. Octane winner of those gunfights on the outside. Loony with the inside SMG plays, finds 3 in a row. That's big. Hard point time still ticking. You're keeping those members now of Florida Mutineers spawning by this second hard point, way deep on the left-hand side now, and Slack and Neptune are trying to make the play up from the top side. Here we go. Up and over the counters they go. In the hard point. Prestinni's going to be the fight they need to take care of. Prestinni gets one. Prestinni gets them both. Seattle Surge, they hold on 15 seconds and have still got spawns on the left-hand side covered.
And this is picture perfect, as good as it could get. That is 2 clean 4 down kills that they were able to get. Makes it nice and easy on this rotation. Prestinni spawns right back up. You can get this setup you're looking for. You got the player inside the hill. He's got the help for both the doors, and everyone else, well, they need to watch the cross. Octane gets taken down. 2-2 split, and we'll Slack. He's able to push out the back rock, and the spawns just like that have been flipped. Gunless, the last player for Seattle that's alive. And bar a hero play, well, there's number 3. It's going to be a tough spot for Seattle.
Oh, Gunless. I mean, he got pinched in the end, but man, what a play that was to stay alive. Trying to keep the streaks going, but it's not going to last for much longer. Surge now have to make the break from the front. Here comes the push. You still have everyone there for the Mutineers lined up on the defense, ready to rock and roll. Looney's going to run into trouble indeed. Slack finds it. Gunless gets the immediate trade. Prestinni now on the right-hand side, pushing up behind Octane, trying to bring the submachine guns to the front line, trying to get involved in the mix, but it's so hard to hit this point. Up over the top, Prestinni goes. It's one and done, but that is still going to be Florida's hard point. 206 and climbing now, chance. They have locked this one down. We go back to the center of the map for a third time and possibly a final time here in this hard point.
And this is where things just get incredibly complicated for Seattle. It is just a little bit of scrap time here, a little bit of scrap time there for Florida. They're able to take that game number 1. It is the start that they needed, though. It's effectively a 4 down. You're going to be spawning them on the side of the map that you want them. Seattle, the opportunity's still here. Of course, pressure's on. Gunless inside the point, dealing with 3.
Yeah, dealing with 3. Gunless can't get it all done by himself. Prestinni now trying to get in on the mix, but he's the last player. A big 1v1 win against Skies there. Spawns do change, though. Prestinni, great awareness. He does get the slide out. It's not going to be enough to get the job done. Awakening pushing his front line forward. Loony gets the kills as well. Loony finds a second. It's great individual plays now from Surge, but it's one at a time. They are trickling onto the point. There's a bit of a complicated spawn there. As you can see, number 3 at the bottom side of the minimap. He might make things a little bit difficult right now, and it's once again, it's Slacked. Through the middle of the map he goes. Octane tagged up. Perfect teamwork coming through. The shots are there. Slacked makes the break. But no hard point time just yet. It's on a Neptune now. Can't get the win here, but they still have spawns on that right-hand side chance. It's 30 points now for the win for Florida.
Seattle trying to flood around. Prestinni, he is the lone man by himself. And, well, Skies, he feels the pressure. He's backing all the way up. He gets Slack to spawn in the back, but Prestinni actually inside the hill. He's going to get dropped, and you actually just have the parallel fight coming in. You got the ARs battling over sides of the truck, and Skies, well, taking his time for the gunfight while his teammates actually inside the point. As scrappy as it could be right now, Loony up top, kills back and forth, and Seattle finally get the break, finally get the spawns. Miles, they are still alive.
Still alive. Octane's the only player in the hard point. In from behind, there's going to be another one. Trades back and forth. It is furious there on the point right now. Loony up high. Great bit of movement. Great timing. Going to keep the hard point out of the hands of the Florida Mutineers for now, but no one from Seattle just yet on it. finally starting to tick the time over. This is going to be a big hold now. Again, the final 15 seconds are great, but you got to make the break over the top. Loony's got to make the play now. He has to charge through. Any kills are going to be very, very welcome. There's the first for Loony. Slip slides through, gets the second. The man is on a run, and Seattle, they are not out of this yet. Chance, they're holding on.
Still a couple players in the back, though. Loony, you can see he can sort of feel the pressure, but he knows he's got a lot of doors to pay attention to. His teammates, though, have swarmed over to the big door side of things, but still, there's a player coming on the flank. Neptune, the pinch is in. He's going through the front. His teammates flooding in the back. The kills go their way. Octane, last one alive for the team. In Skies takes him down. 4 to the break is in. 18 seconds. Game 1 is there.
Oh, that could be it. That could be it from Neptune there. The kills come through, and here comes another push from Surge. And they get the break once again. A win from Prestinni. Slacked on the point now alone. The trades come through once again, and just like that, Seattle Surge in full control of the point. The problem now is, though, they still have to hold this. They've got to make their way over towards the next one as well. And with Florida getting so close, the scrap time is simply impossibly valuable right now. Prestinni finds one on the push on the upstairs. And again, the kills keep coming through from Seattle. There's not a lot of trades now working out for Florida. The spawns are still there, but wait, they've changed now. And that's it. Seattle Surge in a position to grab this one. But again, I think you have to make the play. You have to get the contest quickly, because otherwise Florida are going to pick up the win here. My maths ain't great, but it's pretty damn good. The contest. Florida! Woo, boy, what a first hard point that was.
Chaos ensues, Miles. I talk about teams. No one can hold a spawn. No one can hold a hill. Trades on trades on trades. And Florida happy for the advantage that they had. I mean, they had a 60, 70, 80-point lead at a certain time. Seattle fighting tooth and nail for the comeback. When it comes down to it, man, Seattle throughout that entire game unable to hold a P2 spawn, unable to hold the P3 and P4. They got broken constantly, and even towards the end, you think there's a moment, you think Seattle spawns him out, you can get the wrap to P4, but oh, turns out they can still win on the old time, and that final tick comes through. Seattle's so close yet so far, and Florida, well, is their first hardpoint win on a map not named Garrison. A happy one for them. Starting the series off the right way.
And that was a sweat fest. Like, what a bout that was at times. I mean, for me, the biggest takeaway is just like that never say die attitude from Seattle. Like, if that's an indicator of the way this series goes, we're in for an absolute treat. Stats on the screen there, friends. And again, we talked about the submachine gun plays, and for both sides, they're going into the hard point. And I will say, I mean, Prestinni, 28-33, big engagements all round. Loony, 27-26, some of the most crucial break kills I've seen for Surge. On the other side of the board, though, man, Slack to Neptune, 30-25 and 26-33. Those boys were getting thick in the blood, the mud, and the snow there on Crossroads. You'll love to see it. You know what? Let's just go straight to a break. Let's just go right now. Let's just get this done and over. We want to get into the search and destroy probably more than the fans do. Let's get it, friends. When we come back after this very, very, very quick break, we'll get you some more search and destroy. The major. The major, baby. The first match wasn't good enough. The second is crazy. Just cut my mic. I can't stop. I'm too excited. Let's go, baby. CDL.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Game Fuel. Celebrate the major by purchasing a case of Game Fuel to earn a free CDL team pack. Visit gamefuel.com/CDL for more info. Tournament audio and team listenings are powered by Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the Call of Duty League.
Florida Mutineers, brilliant players all round.
It's all on the slack. This is it.
Just straight up winning the gunfights.
Now it's looking a bit spicy. Skies on a rampage right now. Run! Run, Florida! This could be huge. Big weight. Big weight.
Awareness level 99 for Awakening.
And Neptune starting to look a bit nasty. Welcome to the COD League, young man.
Florida just pulled out some magic to make it happen.
And what a show they're putting on for us.
We're almost ready to dive into the search and destroy here between the Florida Mutineers and Seattle Surge. I told you we weren't wasting any time, and I don't believe we are. Very, very excited, as I'm sure you can tell. As we look at our maps and modes, Crossroads is done. Checkmate S&D up next. Gary Control, followed by Raid, the Moscow, and Chance. I mean, I'm getting the tingle in my bones. That first hard point just got a real tickle out of my pickle. We're going to a game 5. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
I mean, you might be feeling it, but if you're a fan of the Florida camp, you might be hoping just if you can win this S&D, you might be feeling a confident 3-0. Again, if you're looking at this series stacked up on paper, the hard points would be split. The S&D, I mean, for Florida, again, it's just whether or not they can rally around Awakening. Man has been a machine so far. If he can keep it up, which, I mean, he showed no signs of slowing down. Again, for Florida, it is just close out an extra round here or there, win the 1v1, don't throw away the advantages that you have, and they go from a 1-4 team in Surge to a lethal threat on the map. It's about whether or not they can put it together in time this first major.
They've got bad memories here on Checkmate, but we'll see if they can't rewrite those with some very happy memories. Slacked especially, he's looking fine in this series so far, but again, we talk about Awakening. Number 1, search and destroy KD by a long shot in 4 out of 5 games. The man's picking up over 11 kills. Like, that is insane. A repeat performance here would be absolutely ideal for them. Let's see what Surge have in the bag. On offense, now we go. Straight in towards that B-bomb. Not a real contest heavy in the plane here. A couple of flashes either side is just going to soften one another up. No information really gained, except for that one. That landed home. There come the gunfights. Guy's now waiting to poke out. Neptune's going to try to bring the fight up close, and Slacked is already on the flank, but Octane reads it. A big win. Loony gets the trades out, though, and that's going to be a 2 versus 3 situation. Seattle with the numbers.
It's the AR is trying to take the plane as well, so if they can get them into the plane, they might be in a good spot. That's what Awakening is doing. Either way, you see Gunless is backed all the way up, and Octane's backed all the way up as well. It is not easy for these players to try to make a play. You see Awakening actually with the 74U as well, and time is ticking. They're trying to flank around the wings.
Oh, big win from Skies, and that's another big one there from Awakening. Awakening now gets traded out. Loony, oh! Pounces from top wing to find the 2 and the round.
That is a confident and, might I say, necessary call for Seattle to make sure they don't give anything away. Loony's saving the round right there for him, but also an important thing for Octane. Just massive gunfight win. He picks up on Slacked. It looks like the setup from Florida was effectively a trap that they were trying to set up, but Octane makes the read, gets the kill on him, and gives his team the man advantage. Either way, maybe the man advantage not necessary for Loony. 3-0. Perfect start for him.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, that's the perfect situation to be in a 3v2. Last man on the trades gets both of them. Huge work from everyone around just to deal the damage there. But once again, we're going to over now to Florida Mutineers on the offense. Loony, the man of the map last time. Stacking up towards the backside of the plane now, looking to find some entries. And Awakening, making his way forward. Tags out with a Krig. Got a lot of map coverage now. All the Florida Mutineers. Defense is very stacked heavy towards that plane, and they know it's coming. Prestinni, oh my god, he lives. Skies, though, will not let it happen. Now the push onto the B-bomb as well. Oh, Skies finds his second. Nice bit of work. There's a third around the corner if he can have it. Loony's top plane as well. Awakening now getting involved in the gunfight. That's going to be a nice kill there from Awakening. Now all falls to Loony in this 1v4 chance. And the bomb down. Woohoo! Florida secure the round.
We'll be able to see it, I imagine, in the best play once again. But honestly, just clean teamwork in, right? Awakening gets Prestinni, 1 shot down low. Skies goes hunting. As the next player that Skies kills, also apparently 1 or 2 shot. Don't know who the help was there. Maybe Neptune down low. But even the plays from Skies at the end doesn't take the gunfight right away. Calls in the reinforcements. And of course, it's Awakening from the bottom wings. Traps Gunless in. Perfect teamwork, at least in that round for Florida. Tying things up 1-1. Got Seattle back on the attack, though. Last time it was a slow play around the plane. This time they might be hitting A Street as aggressive as you can.
I don't know if we've seen a push like this outside of league play. Let's go, boys. They've got it. Here comes the kills. I think a little bit of information gained there, but you still have to be worried about the plane push. And yeah, you can see the arrows on the minimap. They're worried about it, but oh boy, it is World War III. Over by the A Street, Awakening with a nice big opening kill. Sky's now looking to get the angles. Oh my god, the trap is set. And the jaws of the Florida Mutineers, the Kraken has just been unleashed, man. They have just ripped those two players apart. Loony now trying to retake, quite literally, room by room, the cabins of this aircraft. Slack's going to be on the bomb there, and Loony now, he can slide up, potentially find it. Neptune's going to make that real hard. And Octane get involved as well. Sky's hitting the flank. Oh my god. Oh, it's a massacre! It's a massacre! As Florida take their second round.
And there are one of two options, I think, that happened that round. Either the play was to try to catch someone off guard over towards this A site and pick them right away, or the plan was to get the bomb down. But you had what? All four players right there that they just spotted Awakening, got scared, turned, and ran away, and they didn't even get the kill. I just assumed you bully out the alley, try to take the gunfight. You get 3 guns versus 1. Trust yourself to at least trade and go for the bomb down, but all that for the alley control just to effectively trap themselves in. Yeah, not the best mid-round play call, but now inside the plane, Loony looking for the first blood. Him and Prestinni get those first 2 down.
Yeah, that was great. They managed to make their work out with no friendly fire, no real damage being dealt. Skies managed just to get involved with the nade there, but and I was going to say, Florida Mutineers, before that round, they were combined for a total 8 kills in a row as a team. Octane now, big XM4 shots. Skies, last player left alive, 1v3 situation. He's on a 5 spree. I mean, you want to live for the streaks here.
Like, streaks too.
Yeah, don't die. Don't throw your life away. Play this one slow and steady. The bomb's down. There's 45 seconds left. I mean, just sit in that corner and hold your breath. No noise. And you know what? Maybe we shouldn't make any
get the next 35 seconds just to hang out, Miles. Nothing's going to happen in this round. He has found his corner, Seattle. They know they don't need to give anything away, give the bomb plant. Nothing matters. Just don't die. And
wait. He's gone top red. He's gone red tower. He might be able to see something here, but this guy's like, he's trying to play the tiniest portion of his body here. He gives away anything, he's dead. And no one from Seattle is budging. They're like, there's no point in either giving him a kill or throwing the round in any weird way. They don't necessarily know that the bomb is down top B, but it don't matter. I was going to ask you, mate, what did you have for breakfast? We could have talked about that last series. We had plenty of time there to do some breakdowns, but a nice round from Seattle. Big brain plays, like that's a smart thing to do. Not a problem with that round whatsoever.
Octane, about as good as it gets. If you're talking about the man that needs to have that AR battle against Awakening, throw him in a 1v1. Octane does it with the best of them. Able to get that kill, throw up his second on board, and tie 2-2. I'd say the interesting thing for Seattle is the one time they tried to bully out the A site, just no success. So they might be stuck in a spot where they just have to play it standard. Just take your time around the plane, work for picks. Because outside of that, any of their bully strats have not paid off.
Glad we're staying on board with Skies here. See if he can make these streaks go any larger. Oh, Octane, the sniper, the assassin, takes care of Skies. Stops him dead in his tracks. Loony now with the top B control. Looking to get that bomb ever so closer towards that B target. Slacked in his position on top table here. See it time and time again. The engineer play there from Loony. He knows exactly he will be there. There is no point throwing his life away. They can't throw anything at him quite literally because of the trophy. Neptune. There at the back of the plane, Awakening. Oh my word, what an angle. Tags are up. Here comes the flank. Awakening reads it. Loony's in! Loony's in! Shots are there. The trade could come through any second now. There it is from Slack, but now he's opened himself up to a punch. And Seattle surged left, right, good night, round 3.
So quick, too. So quick. The knockout blow. They are down for the count. Just able to go on the flank, pinch the guys inside the plane. And as long as you get the timing right for the trades, you'll be good to go. An interesting note, of all the positive things we've said about Florida for their search and destroy, another one is they had the second best overall first blood percentage across the league. And again, in spite of that, still just 1-4. It is all these middle round adjustments. It is all these clutch situations. They have not had a lot of success. And so far what we've seen this game, Seattle done a great job of finding these first bloods. Last round it was Octane. 2 rounds before that, it was Loony and Prestinni bullying out the actual airplane. So if Seattle can keep up this in the first blood department, gonna be in a great spot. And Gunless, well, he delivers.
He delivered fantastically there. Awakening didn't know what hit him. Prestinni now making his way up to that top right-hand side of the wing, playing it quite slowly. In a great spot. If anyone tries to jump up to get involved in that fight in the cabin, he's got him covered. But look, it's the A push now from the bomb. Prestinni 1 and 4 so far. Impactful kills nonetheless. 2-man push. Gunless the only one. Slack catches a little bit of friendly fire there from a teammate, but that's not a problem. The trophy's going to give the play out now, surely. Surely Seattle Surge start to make the move across. However, the bomb is still coming in towards B. Neptune picks up the weapon of his fallen comrade. Puts the cheater Krig to good work. It's a lovely pick to make it a 3v2 now. Florida desperately trying to stay in this, and Neptune, fantastic patience. Slack's going to be able to get the bomb down now, but Loony just the top of his head. Bomb doesn't go down. 15 seconds remain. Neptune's going to jump straight back on it. Loony! Easy pickings. Another great round there from Seattle.
Just a little bit too tall. Loony just ripping their heads off, and well, best play, you'll see it again. I mean, Slack had to have been, what, a millimeter seemingly away from getting the bomb down, and Neptune, well, was forced in a tough spot, but this is the exact same story for Florida. Even when they're getting the first bloods, they are never winning those 2v2s, 2v3s, one-on-ones. They just do not have that success, that clutch factor, whatever it is right now. And even with Neptunes, finding those picks, you think things are turning around? Nope, absolutely not. As long as Seattle just keeps up these first bloods, man, gotta be feeling good. And of course, well, Octane's on a 4 spree. He's found a first blood or 2. Gunless, not too far behind, has done the exact same.
Right and true now on the defense towards B. Got Awakening covering that back left. Prestinni might be able to catch him on the cross here, but what I'm liking seeing already out of the Florida Mutineers is they may be down by 2 rounds, but it's a much more, balanced effort from across the entire team. They seem to be playing this a lot smarter. Surge are just outstanding when it comes to the first bloods, and those mid-round adaptations are looking magnificent. Neptune on the far back defense, the way back. That nice little angle through the sort of the tear in the sheet metal there is going to give him a bit of an opening. But Gunless is like, you know what, dudes? I've had enough of this waiting. I've had enough. Flak Jacket's one thing, Slacked. Can they stop the bullets of my mighty XM4? If not me, Loony with the bait makes his way forward. Loony gets the second as well. We don't need no help. Unbelievable. Neptune from behind now making his way forward. It's going to be 2 for Neptune as well. And just like that, it's a 1v2 with the bomb down. What a flurry of action. Loony saw it.
Grinding search for moments like this. You got to let him work, make the plays. He's got some time. Loony obviously knows where he's at, and you can see Prestinni just watching the cross, but if he's able to get in the plane, still an opportunity for the clutch.
Do you know the timing could be great? Makes a lot of noise though. Loony might peek this. He's feeling himself. There's the shoulders, throws the shoulders, throws the shots. Neptune finally gets the kill. It's a 1v1, 12 seconds on the clock. Neptune's going to be straight in the bomb. The tag's going to land through. Prestinni on the slide. Oh, wait a minute!
He got it!
He got it! Neptune,
no, he did it! Let's go!
Wait, did he? Wait! Oh,
bang!
My word, Neptune, what a round!
He has been grinding S&D, been playing wagers non-stop. I might have been a 1v4 in an ace, I can't quite remember, but at the very least, the 1v3 towards the end, the perfect timing to get the quick kill on Prestinni. Picks the bomb up with 7.8 on the clock. The rookie, man, I tell you, these kids come in, and as long as you get that background in S&D, that is the type of play Florida has been desperate for. The young man delivers.
That was the ace for Neptune as well. What an unbelievable round. Scuff play the game. You assignment tactical play. Sorry, something in my throat right there. Let's get it. Oh my God. All right. Well, now that that's done, Florida not out of this yet. They're playing this one a little slower, I must admit. Like on the offense, Neptune Krig in hand this time. Okay, so he's put the submachine gun down, put the 74U down. What an angle that is on Prestinni. Gunless over towards the A site on the defense there. And it looks like we could see a very, very quick pivot now from Florida. If they get a pick over towards B, I think the rest of the team might go for the dip in towards A, but keep that bomb on the B bomb site. It's Slack, the lone player here. He's got Awakening on the right wing, as he has been pretty much all game long. We're waiting for that first kill to come through. This is tense. There is just over 30 seconds remaining in this round. Here we go. This is it. This is the moment you need. Loony's going to get the fight started. He's going in, baby. Flip slide. I mean, shoots everything. Shoots everything except for the player on the bomb. Slack is still going to have the bomb there. The trades come through, and it is going to be the advantage to Surge. Bomb goes down. Octane up close. Great bit of work there. Prestinni just over his shoulder. Sky's now trying to hit the flank. The timing could be incredible if he can work out how to use a ladder. There's the first. Shots are in. Skies can't get it done under the second player as Prestinni gets the kill. Now, that is that. The timing could have been insane, but instead, Surge will get the defuse. Put themselves on map point.
I mean, Surge, it just goes to show they have done their homework. I mean, Loony has been a machine just with these first blood, though. He comes sliding into the bomb site, though, and won't start shooting it effectively a trophy, but he still manages to find a kill. And eventually, the first bloods are enough to get it done. The pressure towards the back of the plane, and Prestinni with a nice gunfight towards the end just to close it out, because admittedly, these guys did make things very interesting. Just a bullet away from closing that one down, and frankly, overall for Seattle, again, Awakening, averaging double digits in search and destroy. This game effectively has been completely shut down. Seattle have put in the work, but obviously, game not over yet. Still one round away. Going back to more of the center. Doubling up and playing double up in A Street. Looking for these first bloods.
Well, Big Loony doesn't necessarily have the same ring to it. He is certainly getting the job done right now. Oh, sneaky boys. Sneaky, sneaky boys. The nade comes through. There's the tag. And here come the enforcers of Florida Mutineers. The kills there from Neptune is slacked. The bomb does go down there, and yeah, you may as well go for the defuse quickly. You have to retake the bomb site. Octane, you gotta go, bro! Gunless gets the kill. Brilliant work there to get the player right off the top of it. Awakening now versus Gunless over by the A Street. It comes to this. Awakening gets the big win. Octane, last player left alive. There is ample time to still get the defuse, but Octane has to play this one very sensibly. Would maybe go back over towards the A Street. Oh, there it is. Tags are up, finds the kill. Watch for the next player's push. 15 seconds remaining. Is the hunt on? It's good. Skies gets it. And he's just going to be able to stick the defuse as well. Oh boy, that round. Woo! Woo!
I mean, that's a round just about survival, hanging on. Because by God, the Gunless and Octane just not make things interesting. I mean, honestly, for Florida, nice job on the retake. You take care of the trophy, you get the nades on site, and you just demolish the two players that were trying to play on bomb. After that, again, things got dicey. Awakening, to his credit, big one-on-one gunfight he had against Gunless. The gunfight of the round, potentially, but still, Florida, they have not had any success in these first blood categories. They have been struggling, and they still need these two next rounds. Two players up A Street, the other two down the opposite side of the road. Gunless again, the lone man on A bomb. Potentially, this is who Neptune. He might be looking for a timing just to go on this flank and try to take Gunless down. The timing works out. First blood to Neptune.
Neptune just dropped a spirit bomb on top of him. That was hideous. Uncheck. Don't find a thing. Flank wins a big one on Prestinni there. That's massive. 4v2 now. Great timing. One player still left from the bomb site. Octane over by the tube. NASA. Many names for that one. Quick transition over towards the back. Loony, great timing, great timing. Not good enough on the shots, though. Not able to catch those players stacking up. Maybe Octane will have more luck. No, he won't. It's a round 11. We're going the distance, baby. All the way. Oh, my God. The play, dude. Oh, it's round 11.
Round 11 for these two teams. I'm feeling the stress. I can't imagine what's going through their heads. You got Florida that's just dealing with what the 5-3 comeback. You got Seattle trying not to let it slip away. Round 11 on checkmate. Seattle's got the offense. They need to tie up this series. Having control as the next map has not been their biggest payoff. Prestinni, well, he's got the XM4. Quite a few players around this right side wing. This might be the first time they've pushed up through Tetris. You can see Loony. He has been a first blood wizard so far in this game. He's thinking about, and Sky's well trapped in the corner. Prestinni's got him trapped. Loony going for the kill.
Oh, no way.
First bloods are there.
They get both of them. They managed to get Neptune coming in and try to help out as well. Slack now on the bomb site alone. Loony's going to be able to gun him down. He's going to cut him to pieces. This is it. The round has fallen apart. It's on Big Wake and a 1v4. A 1v4 situation for the man who has been an absolute demon on this very map and mode. And it's nothing. The Demon Slayer Octane puts him down. Seattle Surge, they come screaming back.
Wasn't easy, but they got the job done. And Loony, again, you talk about a man that turned into a machine. His S&D has been a focal point for this team. He puts in work. He got 13 14 kills maybe towards the end, all the first bloods you could ask for him. Anytime he was even taking a gunfight 1v2, came up with some sort of success, and even the play call towards the end, the first time they had pushed up through Tetra's side. And well, Caesar Sky's bueno, he gets caught out by Prestinni, hunted down by Loony. And Octane even there for the trade. Seattle, very important bounce back round for them to get. This thing's obviously very dicey. And Neptune starts to make things interesting like he did.
I mean, it looks all easy for Octane there. Like, yeah, I just had to win one big gunfight at the back of the map. Like, perfect reason where he was. But, like, man, that was a stressful search and destroy. Neptune with the ace, that incredible round with defuse, you name it, the buzzer beater. Quick look at the stats, nothing but love there for Loony. 13 and 7, some crucial rounds. Incredible work either side. I mean, long term for me though, Charts, I'm looking at Florida, I'm like, wow, your search and destroy looks so much better than it has. Like, that was a gauntlet to go through against a team that were looking fierce. Like, I feel good in the long term, but for this series now I'm like, give me that game 5. I don't know what I need to do to make that happen. I don't know what I need to do. I don't know what you need to do. You as the fans. I don't know how we do this. Power cuts. Someone gets... I don't know. I need it. I need that. Before we get to that, shenanigans, let's have a quick look at our US Army tactical plate. This was going to be from Loony. It couldn't be from Neptune. They didn't win the map. That's the way it works here, friends. But man, was this man on fire, Chance?
I mean, take your pick. Which round do you want to see where he gets the first bloods? This time, I guess it's Gunless that makes the opening, but it just seemed like every single time Loony had to take a gunfight, it was always wild. There was always 3 people on his screen, but he was always able to connect with at least one, if not multiple. I think he got 3 first bloods to his name as well throughout the day. Honestly, this round was a nice little closeout. It could have been quite a few clutches from Neptune, and Loony just gets the timing perfect. Slack just a little bit too tall on sight. Well, Loony knows what the deal is. Perfect shoulder, perfect second kill. Puts them up with that 4-2 lead. Efficient work through and through. Again, 13 kills to his name, 3 first bloods. You could not ask for anything more.
Unbelievable stuff. Well, now comes the swing match in the series. Both teams tied up 1-1, but the control, this is going to be a big one. It's the first time we may see Seattle Surge win this one, or another great glaring opportunity for the Florida Mutineers to go up another map in this series. Let's just go to the break. I can't handle any more of this. This is too much. The Major is wonderful. See you after the break.
The Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
This is your scuff team of the CDL Super Week, a super team built with 4 of the top performers from the CDL Super Week. 3 players were chosen by the league, and the final player was selected by fan vote. Which AR player did the fans vote for? Stick around till the end to find out. First up, it's Huke of the Dallas Empire. It's hard to stand out on a roster that has monsters like Crimsix and Shotzzy on it, but Huke does it time and time again. He's arguably one of the most consistent and clutch members of the franchise. Throughout Super Week, he was dropping 30s in respawn like it was nothing, and he also went big in many of Dallas's S&Ds. Huke's efforts earned him the 4th highest overall KD and the 2nd highest control KD of the week. Next up, it's Simp. We often joke about having Simp on this series too much, but he just exemplifies a Team of the Week player so well. He's a consistent stat leader across the board, he rarely has bad maps, and he's one of the most clutch S&D players in the game. Super Week was no exception, with Simp posting solid numbers across pretty much every map. The only exceptions were FaZe's first 2 respawns versus the Paris Legion, where Simp started with an uncharacteristically low 28 and 54 KD. However, he bounced back like a monster in the final 2 maps of the series, dropping a massive 32 and 13 KD on Raid Hardpoint, and securing a nasty 1v3 clutch in map 5 to help FaZe secure the dub. For his insane S&D skills, it's TJHaLy of the LA Thieves. Tej had a ridiculous week of Search and Destroy. He had the most kills per round, the most total First Bloods, and the highest S&D KD of the entire field. But what really earned TJ the spotlight this week was his performance in the LA Thieves' final map versus the Seattle Surge. The LA Thieves closed out the 5-map series with a perfect 6-0 on Moscow S&D, and TJ was 100% the star of that map with his ridiculous 12-0 scoreline. Our final player selected by fan vote is Clayster of the New York Subliners. This COD OG's been ripping people with the AR for well over a decade, and it's clear he's got plenty more years of competing left in him. Clayster's Super Week performances were consistently strong across the board, but he really did work in the controls. The 3-time world champ posted the highest control KD of the week, in addition to the highest overall KD. That's your Scuff team of the CDL Super Week.
That was your Scuff team of the week. Get to do that all the time. We love it. Back over to our maps and modes though, because this series is about to reach a boiling point from which we may never return. 250, 235, Crossroads, 6-5. They're in the round 11 on Checkmate, and now Garrison Control. Quick sort of a bit of story time here, Chance. I don't think Surge, they've not won a single map single map of Control. Like, they just haven't done it. Is today the day?
Well, I mean, so that's the big question, right? Like, the fix for Florida coming into this weekend needed to be all about the Search and Destroy. 1-4 record, you're struggling to close out rounds, you're not winning any of your 2v2s, 2v3s, and granted, Neptune tried. He really did with the 1v4 clutch, but in spite of that, you still end up losing to the round 11. So Florida, well, the fix hasn't come through in time, at least not for the map 2. Flip side for Seattle, if they can fix their control, they will be in a great spot for the rest of the tournament. 0-5 on it now, 0-2 on Garrison. Just to take it a step further, they have not won a single offensive round on this map. They're 50-50 on their defenses. And again, this is a team that Prestinni and Loony combined for, I think it's -64 deaths in control. So they are never, if they continue performances like that, going to see a defense on round 5, which obviously on Garrison goes a long way. So we'll see if Seattle makes that fix, if they can figure out how to play more conservatively, if the rounds just do not go their way. Of course, on defense, you do not want to throw any lives away while defending the B point. It is all about A.
Well, Magic has already been spread with London finding their very first Search and Destroy win today. I mean, why not give another one a Surge? Really make today that bit more exciting. I can hear the Florida fans from here saying, shut up, Miles. F2's going to start us one off with a bang, as does Octane, and that's a heavy push over towards B there from Seattle Surge. That, I mean, this could be a cap. Oh, and on the push to spawns. Go on, Prestinni. Go on, son. Get involved. Go on, son. Finds himself another one. Okay. Surge, okay. Chance, it's all you from here, mate. Ah!
I mean, making the plays by himself, the force spree for him, that's all he needs. Like, if you're having problems working with your AR players, go make the hero play. Prestinni trying to deliver, frankly, on the flank. You got a couple players right now for Seattle pushing it back. Still, like a 2v2 gunfight. If Seattle gets these quick enough, they could get to the A point. Unfortunately, for Loony, he is going to fall. Gunless knows he needs to look for the spawn kills. Instead of trying to capture A, and well on Skies, he delivers for at least one before he gets traded out. But hey, lives are important. Seattle, well, they got 4 extra.
Hey, what can you say? Prestinni started this map off absolutely twisted. We love that. Yep, B's gone over to A, now we go. And it's a slow push now from the outside of the map there. Looney's going to be one coming in, making his way through lights. If he can win that gunfight, it's going to be tough with Awakening poking him in the side. Skies gets done with a nade. That's going to be a little bit more solid defense, though Gunless now makes the back tank area safer. So we've got an opening now for the members of Seattle Surge to go for it. Skies right back in off spawn. The dance right now, the footsies between Awakening, and oh, he just dips a toe. That's just enough to get it done. Another big one there onto Loony. Awakening looking fierce. That's 2 in a row. Still, a point. Hard to break into. Streaks really help, let's be honest. Streaks incredibly useful in this situation. Awakening, he is a brick wall of defense right now, not letting anything through.
See Seattle right now, they're trying to flood at least 3 through bricks. They actually want Prestinni to late flank through green. Unfortunately, they've been having problems getting trades, and well, Florida, not as many. All the trades come through. Prestinni even gets hunted. He tried to fly out green, just to no success. Not quite stacking up as a team, and Loony looking for some spawn kills, can't find a single one. Defense remains strong. The 4-life lead Seattle has now been dropped to just 1. Still though, they do have 42 seconds on the clock.
Whoa, Awakening finds another 2-piece in mid-map. He is just spoiling it right now for Seattle Surge. Slacked as well. It's a nice wombo combo between the two of them. Those AK-74Us ripping up the mid-map. Less than 30 seconds now remains. Seattle Surge need to find either 13 kills there onto the Florida Mutineers that time, or get themselves onto that A zone. And with 20 remaining, Awakening once again 6 and 3 overall. The man is not letting them through, doing everything he possibly can. Oh my word, he broke Loony's ankles. Oh my god, big way. Oh, he's still going. The man is unstoppable. That's 4 in a row. He had no right to get 3 of those. Unbelievable stuff from Big Wake. Whoa!
Oh my god, just the dagger. I can't even follow up the excitement just because it's just devastating. Like, Seattle just had the perfect opening break. You get the kills, you set up for spawn kills, and then they had, what, 3 opportunities on the attack to flood the point. And just no one can get a trade. Someone kill Awakening, please. Pulling out some magic out of the hat for that final stretch. But again, you have the perfect opening break, 4-life advantage, and I think they end up being down by maybe 3 or 4 kills towards the end. Seattle, again, in control. It's just been a struggle. I think quite a few of the team pushes they had, well, sometimes they don't go as a full team. Quite a few times as players just getting picked left and right without trades. Their teamwork falls apart at certain times in these control rounds. Not an ideal start for them, and frankly, Awakening, he's on a 5 spree. He's looking for streaks now.
I just want comms. Oh my god, enough. Astro Gaming listening in Florida. Roll it. Oh my god.
Can I talk it? I don't think I can back left on
Yo, Joe, play the corner. I can
everyone back left, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Where?
We're back left on me. I'm green. Yeah, fool.
Yeah.
He's here. Lights.
Left on square. Where watch out, myself. Loony, one shot, clock right there.
He's crouched. Green dead.
Nice. One shot, nice. Go.
I'm going point. I'm staying down. I'm gonna push. He's on the point.
I'm about to streak, fuck it. Get on point.
I'm on the point. He's on me. Push you down. I got him.
Nice.
No, I'm
two there spawn.
Yeah, I don't have a streak here. I don't have a trophy.
I'm on point. Just get ticks if we can. Four, stack.
Come sack fast. I'm spawn killing him.
We're missing one. He could pinch.
Come sack. I got artillery.
He's aLLeY or some shit.
I'll flash green.
aLLeY.
And the aLLeY, Cam weak as fuck. Top crate. Top crate. I got artillery.
Go, guys.
I got artillery. Good shit.
Good fucking shit, bro. Oh my god. You're the fucking greatest, bro.
I might have took that shit. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're right.
I'd like to get a teammate like Skies that gasses me like that after a big round win. How fast was that round, Chance? 28 seconds?
Oh, I don't know. I sneezed, and by the time I looked back up, it was over. But you're right, dude. If I was teaming with Awakening, I'd be saying the exact same thing, Dylan. I'd be just like, you're the best. Whatever happened. Are you ego challenge with the 74? He should it? Yeah, does it matter? Absolutely not. The Fry, man. 14 kills to his name. And it was what? A 4 spree at the end of the previous round. And then he opens up the next one with like another 4 spree. 8 kills in what? 10, 15 seconds of actual game time. Talk about a force on the map. Florida, they just want to bury Seattle in the ocean.
I mean, I worried that, like, look, Seattle, they're not great at control, but... And I thought, today's the day. I text Tac Rab. I was like, he was like, give me predictions like, today's the day the Seattle Surge win a control. Well, that was a lie. I say that, not over yet. We're not done out of here yet. Octane's trying to keep the B site alive. Sorry, B zone, excuse me. Loony's now trying to back up Gunless. Good opening now. Opportunity for 2. There it is. He's actually going to go to A. I like that a lot, but Big Wake's over here. No problem. Loony, that's 3 in a row. These are big kills. Just a little too greedy, but nonetheless, I mean, the pressure is now off B for the time being. You've got an opportunity to really capture the zone. Gunless with a finesse for as long as he possibly could. No more help to be had there though, but there's still a chance looking at that minimap. I'm still saying for Seattle Surge, the play is to keep going in on towards A. The biggest issue you face, Awakening still has streaks. He can just wipe you off them like in a moment, like with a snap of his purple gauntlet. Oh, here it comes. Sniping for the point. Easily just hit him on spawn.
This is Sky streaks as well, so that means they got extra in the back pocket. That's just helping on the life count here. This is a lot of things going wrong. Octane, well, he gets read by Skies, and at least for Mr. Bueno, he stays alive. The teamwork for Florida on point. The spawn trap set up, reared, and ready to go. And for Seattle, you're just stuck. You're getting caught on the cross. You don't have time. You're getting killed like that, not even checking your corners. Potentially devastating run in Awakening. Does not lose his one-on-ones. He is the one-man army.
Here they come. Gunless. Get inside, man. Octane is on the hunt for big weight. Can he find it? Awakening's by the flatbed truck. He's found another one on Loony. Octane's like, guys, I'll get him. I'll get him. I'll find him. I'll kill him. Oh, my God. I thought he was going to get away with that one. But yeah, okay. I'm already stood up, dude. This one's done. This one is over. Florida Mutineers. It was an absolute massacre on Garrison. Oh my God. Can we just see, I just want to see Awakenings round 2 again. I just want to see that. I mean, I'm all for
that very well could be like the highlight reel, right? It only lasted 30 seconds that round. It was too quick. We can show the entire thing. It's not a problem.
This is the whole round in the kill cam. Okay, well, that's 2-1 in the series. Florida. That's a nice lead to have. I think, again, for a lot of the pundits at home, everyone who's playing Pick'ems, I think you definitely saw that map going the way of Florida, but I thought Seattle may have managed to pull something special out, but it looks like the control woes continue. Oh my God. That man on your screen. Big weight. Awakening. I mean, I said that Neptune dropped a spirit bomb on Gunless in the Search and Destroy Me. I don't know what that was, man. That was some evil anime move. Right, anyway, quick look at the stats now from Garrison. 6 minutes 21, a fast one, no doubt about it. Skies, 15 and 12, but Awakening, 20 and 7. I think he's now starting to put himself in the candidate for like MVP individual player. Like, he's just unbelievable. The team might not be having them as much success, but like as just one player, the dude is out of control. Chance, I think you know the vibe there. But yeah, we're gonna throw this one to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to another hard point. This is Seattle Surge's last chance here in the series to keep themselves going. Force themselves to that search and destroy and maybe see a difference maker. Florida, though, they're riding the waves high right now, looking to close this series out in 3. Oh my God, Awakening's a monster. We'll see you after the break.
Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. Scuf, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is presented by USAA Insurance. We offer insurance that's made for the military community to help them easily protect what they've worked hard for.
It's our first CDL Major of the year, and to celebrate, we're handing out some awesome in-game rewards this Championship Sunday. Link your Activision and YouTube accounts and tune in this Sunday to earn 3 unique calling cards and a new salty emblem. The more you watch, the more you earn here on the COD League. Again, link them accounts, friends. If you haven't already done it, what are you doing? If you're having some kind of technical issue, just call your mate who works in IT. They can help fix everything. Myself and Chance, very, very excited, my friend, to get into this one. Hard points coming up, brother. But before we get there, let's have a quick look at some stats. We've got Awakening, because Awakening, right, Chance? And also looking at Neptune, who's had a nice impact here on this series. But, I mean, let's face it, man, like, Awakening, he's kind of stealing the show in a lot of ways.
I mean, Awakening has just been devastating. He has not really slowed down from his pace last year at all. Even just this series alone, I think he's almost like 10K damage for the respawns. Next highest in the lobby, maybe at 6,500. So he's been an absolute unit. And then Neptune on the flip side, well, respawns, he has been Mr. Consistent for the team, a hyper-aggressive SMG, but where I'm looking at Neptune, that S&D, that is a 1v4 that will be seared in my mind for that ace. It is not easy to clutch. He is doing that against veterans on Seattle. Admittedly, it wasn't good enough for the win, but if you can make plays like that, that is always going to be a factor. It's something that quite a few teams in the league right now just lack a little bit in Search and Destroy. It is those playmakers in the late tail ends of rounds for Search and Destroy. Neptune delivering at least just a little bit for now. Obviously for Florida, they still need one more map to close out this series. I maintain that Neptune is going to be one of the up-and-coming players we're going to be talking about for a long, long time, alongside the likes of the Shotzys and the Simps. Dangerous players. It's that mechanical giftedness. All you have to do is just fine-tune those habits, those bad habits in-game out of them, point them in the right direction, and when you've got a good supporting staff, getting that job done, surrounded by very good teammates and the likes of Slacks guys, and, you know, Awakening's a similar boat. Like, these guys are going to get only more and more dangerous. Very long and illustrious COD careers ahead of them. We are going to be getting into this game just shortly. We have had a slight technical issue with the lobby. It gets so close. I can see it. It gets so close sometimes. It says joining match, and then these things happen. We're going to get back to this one just ASAP. We're just as excited as you are, or in some cases, maybe more. We're going to have a very quick break, and when we come back, hopefully we'll be able to dive into that hard point very quick. Again, this is for the win for the Florida Mutineers, the Seattle Surge. We're battling for that game 5. We'll be right back after this.
Duty fans, behold, we are about to be treated to an absolute feast here in this series. Again, an elimination matchup now. Florida Mutineers, Seattle Surge, Florida. With a very, very narrow lead there. Again, it was a banging control there on Garrison. But now, Raid Hardpoint up next. The players just getting back into the lobby. If we have to go the distance, a Moscow Search and Destroy, which, let's face it, could kind of go either way. We've seen a lot out of Moscow. We, of course, saw Seattle Surge fall to the very, very famed performance from TJHaLy of the LA Thieves. It was as clean as you could like, but I would imagine you take a lot of learnings from that one. We're looking at that first hard point now. The stats on screen, this was all just non-stop, man. Like, the boys were slaying out. It was a real close one chance, but Raid's a very, very different map, you know, compared to Crossroads. So this could be a totally different, entirely different look for the hard point.
I mean, it seemed like Crossroads was just like, what, chaos incarnate, effectively just non-stop trades back and forth. You try to hold a hill, it gets broken immediately, spawns flip. It was just insanity. But I will say, coming in the day for Florida, their only hardpoint win was on Garrison, like over the course of the entire year. Seattle obviously fans that out, so this is going to be our first look. Paying attention to this team on Raid hardpoint, we do not know what to expect. Of course, again, generally speaking, we know the ARs from both sides of the board are gonna get theirs. It's about which SMGs are able to perform better, and maybe Slack, honestly, pretty big factor. He had some nice plays and nice numbers in map 1. If you keep up that pace, well, maybe they'll be good to go for the series. And on the flip side, well, someone for Seattle gotta make sure that they step it up, and well, take your pick. I mean, Loony's had some fantastic moments as well. Maybe he can be that guy. Maybe Gunless deliver another tried and true performance. We simply do not know, but if you're to look at any map advantage, you do have to lean at least slightly towards Seattle.
We're gonna have a quick look at our social soundboard powered by Astro now, and I've got no doubt about it. There are some big tweets flying around right now. Big Wig is different, says Lendo. He is different. I mean, we all saw it. It was gross, mate. It was really gross. We did love it, but man, I'm just thinking more about the SMGs, you know, going back to what Seattle need to be doing, going back to our keys to victory. And Atura, I mean, you're biased as hell, man. Of course you're going to say he's the best in the game. You're super biased. You're more biased than these casters are sometimes. Bias, or was it, how do we spell biased again? I can't remember that meme, but whew, big Wake, putting on a show for us. I'm trying to remember that, biased casters. Oh, that's right, B-U-Y-E-S-T, biased. There you go. That was the joke. Whew. Throwing it back to last year with the memes. But anyway, my point, Chance, was going back to our game fuel keys to victory as we continue to mess around in this time machine. It's the subbies. You got to drown them out. Like, that's what you have to see from Seattle Surge now. Prestinni and Loony, more big games out of them. They have been playing very, very well in this series so far. Control aside, there's not a lot you can do when Big Wake and the boys are just stepping on you.
And honestly, just to tail back to the tweet from Atura, like, he might be correct. We haven't had too much of a discussion on best player of the game, but this man absolutely needs to be in that conversation. Really just no poor takeaways. His S&D has been just ferocious this year. And even though this specific series, his S&D was lackluster, his respawns have been phenomenal. And obviously, well, we spent the entirety of last year figuring out whether or not he was legit. He can do absurd things. I think as soon as in Call of Duty we took out the one-man army perk, well, Awakening just formed into it himself. He's been an absolute machine. Really, you can't give him enough credit. Of course, again, they are 1-4 on the year, so we say all these positive things about the player, but the team, of course, does need to start racking in some of the W's.
Yeah, we are talking about him like he's the be-all, end-all, but you're right. There's definitely some issues with the team in general, and again, we brought that up when it comes to the Search and Destroy. Like, if he's going so huge, that is there's a massive disparity between his kills and the rest of his team. So there's a lot going on there that, you know, I think the coaching staff, you know, Atura and Over2, like, they are, I don't know if they're scratching their brains or racking their brains to really get that one sorted out. But so far, a nice balanced effort we saw there on the checkmate, albeit for the L. But again, signs of improvement all around. Chance now, the Raid hardpoint though, I don't know, like, we haven't seen Florida with no data to work with aside from maybe a couple of scrims, which I haven't seen. I don't think you've seen either. This could be a real favorite here for Seattle. That could be a huge shock for the series.
It certainly could. And again, forcing map 5 from Moscow, I think each of these teams have only played that map 5 once. One of the teams got beat 6-0 by the 100 Thieves, and the other team got beat 6-1. So they've gotten destroyed on Moscow one time apiece. So it's a guessing game, effectively, for map 5. We simply do not know. And even for Raid, somewhat of a similar story. We don't know what to expect from Florida. If you were to try to extract any information from the first map, well, Seattle was more on point with the rotations. They could not hold a hill. Well, on raid, it is a lot easier to hold some of these if you get there first. So maybe, again, just a small bump for Seattle.
Well, our social soundboard is presented by Astro's back, and it's Steph. She says, "Awake me
It's
up
not bad.
before you go. The boys dropping streaks and like what is 11 in a row. Oh, hey, big wait, we love your work. Keep it going here on Raid." And the game looks to be starting very soon, friends. I know. I mean, I feel like Seattle fans are just like, let's go, baby, game 5, let's go. And Florida's like, this is it. You know what I'm excited for most of all is probably the tweets from both teams afterwards. Shout out to all of you guys. Shout out to those on the Twitter account. Because my God, has it been fun all year long. And last year, let's be honest.
I mean, I'm certainly a meme fan as well. The meme stock has been rising throughout the years, but personally, I'm most excited for the map to be starting. I think we have done our due diligence. Again, obviously for Seattle, they're looking to force that game number 5. First hard point was within 15 points between the two teams. We're expecting it to be tight. Maybe instead of the SMG battle for Seattle, you just need to shut down Awakening, man. He has been a force to be reckoned with again. He is like 3,000 up on damage compared to everyone else in the lobby and the respawns. If you can't slow him down, well, that's going to be a wrap for Seattle.
See how they go. Oh, I'm cozy now. I'm in my chair. I'm all sat down, ready for some blistering Call of Duty action to be thrown our way. Slacked. Good stuff. 2 from him. Skies gets the last. That's going to be a solid chunk of time now for the hard point. Watch the push. A heads-up play from Slacked. Great work. Again, looking at that mini-map, we know where they're coming from. These players do not. It's educated guesses all round. But these boys have done their homework. A great start here from Skies. Come on, dude. Kill number 4. Challenge him. You're at 58 HP. Just challenge. Just do it. Just do it. Invest in your game. There's another kill on a Loony. He got it. He got it. Push now from Seattle as they get closer and closer towards the hard point. But you have to get through Skies. You have to get through Skies! Oh my God! What in the is this? What is... I'm done. I'm done. He's a maniac. His name is Cesar Skies Bueno, and he chose to invest in his game.
The best investment you could ever make as a player. There's 10. Go for the nuke. Why not? Get you your little nuclear calling card. Earn it in a pro match. Give him a bit more flavor. And look at the team player getting trophies in the hill, getting the kills as well. Give it to him, Prestinni. There's number 11. He gets it before he gets shut down. Either way, job well done.
No, Slacked ended it, bro. No. Oh,
hey,
God.
Still 11-0 though. Doesn't count. 11-0. He's perfect. 12-0. Run it up.
Run it up. It doesn't count. Oh my God, it doesn't count as a death. Nah, it counts. The streak's done, bro. The streak is done. The stats don't lie. Okay, aside from all this, like, we're loving Skies here, but this is an absolutely perfect start from the Florida Mutineers. Like, they have been holding out on us on raid. We're like, oh, we got no data on them. You know why? Because they've been in the labs under secret accounts, playing League play day and night, scrimming against the finest that the internet has to offer, and they are disgusting right now. What an opening. Surge, though, will be able to tag this one up. Going into the next hard point, they've got solid control. Skies already have streaks. Jesus, man. Second point, I got streaks, baby. Oh my God. Octane's all good. The car's not so much, but Octane, sweet position to be in. We all catch our breath. Surge now trying to make the comeback. Oh, the cars are not good. Skies doesn't even need to use his guns. What the hell are we watching?
We're watching the moment to see whether or not Seattle has any fight in them. Obliterated through the first 3 hills. They have an all right hold on the garage, but either way, they're going to be down by nearly 100 points going into new. And frankly, if you got to get past Skies, that is not ideal. First kill, easy for him, Loony. Finally, someone for Seattle figures out how to trade one of the ARs on the side of Florida, but now Awakening. Maybe it's his next turn, looking for some cutoff kills towards the hill. Spox Octane on the cross, and well, for Florida, might be able to just late flank and try to pinch on the hill, or maybe actually Sky's just going to call in the cruise.
Yeah, cruise is coming in. Well, Awakening's just trying to clean out these players at the back, and Skies is going to land the 1. And again, he's going to put a lot of information there. Loony still has to chill there. He knows exactly where the contest is coming. Oh, go for it, dude. Nice pinch. Good stuff from Seattle. Going to keep the hard point there. It's good kills from Loony. Octane just gets taken down by Slack there, but that should be still Kitchen in their hands. But Prestinni gets involved now as well. Good stuff all round. Seattle, they're getting back into this one slowly but surely. And man, this is a testament to Seattle's never die attitude that they've had all hard point long in the first. no matter what happens to them, no matter what Skies does on an individual level, they are still pushing this one back. True resolve, true professionals.
I mean, he is 19-5, though. That is just terrifying. Again, just the amount of confidence Florida has to be going into this map with. But either way, again, I think we saw it on the Crossroads, right? It was about a 70, 80-point lead that Florida built up. And, well, it came down to a 15-point game. Seattle made it dicey. Still a long way to go in this one inside the point. The clearance is there. Seattle gets inside. They get that clean 4 down. And now Awakening, well, he's going to be going on the late flank, but it looks like Prestinni might make the read. He takes care of Big Wake. The remaining players all through Art side. They're just walking into gunfire, and, well, you've seen what can happen in this spot. Skies is able to get 12, and, well, Looney's only able to get 1. But either way, you see the score. Seattle right back in it. They might even be able to tie this up after the first set of rotations.
Oh, dude, I mean, it's Gunless to start to, like, heat things up. Like, those individual wins, they make a massive difference. It's going to be 20 seconds, arguably, all going the way of the Mutineers. But right now, I mean, Loony and co, they're lined up, they're set up the next, getting ready to go back into the next set of rotations. And, like, you can't be disappointed. You have to think of the start that Florida had on this map. It was unprecedented. It was disgusting. To rebound from that. Rebound? To rebound from that. Who the hell says rebound? Sorry. To rebound from that is incredible. Now, Seattle with a hard point. It's gonna be a nice pinch, though, from all angles here from Florida. And, dude, it's Skies again!
Good God.
Oh! Dude, it's a 4. It's a 5. It is Skies all day and night. Unreal. And just like that, the hard point's theirs. Unreal.
And he's not even like ego shot. Like, he's playing smart too, only taking the gunfights he needs to. And he's got the clearance on one end. He's got his teammates for the support. So it's not just the fact that he has 28 kills to his name and he's looking for streaks once again. He's being smart while it's happening, and, well, just needs to bait out maybe one more teammate for the next kill. And again, he'll be double streaked out. And while he's doing this, his teammates are just winning the gunfights on the rotation just to try to set up for spawns. Unfortunately, Awakening does fall. Maybe not unfortunate at all. Slack's there for the cleanup kills. You keep the spawns. You got an 80-point lead. And this is number 7. Octane, well, shuts him down. No streaks for Skies, but does he even care? You got the hill time, a near 100-point lead. And obviously, the hottest thumbs in the world right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting Arturo to tweet out he's the best in the game in just a minute now, but here we go. Octane, oh, unlucky from Big Wake there, slides on in, but that's the 204 now, leading the 110. That's a great break, though. They were really patient on that push. All things considered, Surge looking fine here. Let's keep the play going. 28 and 9 overall from Skies. Here comes number 29. There it is. Big, big stuff from him and the kills. The 30 is just around the corner, but still, you have to make the break here in the kitchen. Flip slides on through. Oh, boy! Oh, once again, God. Skies. I mean, the only thing that can kill him is Looney's trophy. That was the secret. Throw that out at the start, man. But what have you got here? You've still got scrap time going the way. Big Wake and Neptune, the subbies are just cleaning house. Surge, once again, though, on the rotate. He should be in a position to get this one. Gunless finds a nice 2-piece there on the players by Backcar. Prestinni pushing the players out through mid-map as well, so Looney's all over this one. This is a great look from Surge. You just have to hold it. Don't let the break be as clean as it was on Kitchen. And honestly, Seattle are right back in this.
Well, Slack, maybe the player working through weight room. You actually got Florida going for the pure map spread. If you're winning gunfights against Skies, you're feeling great, right? You take him down, you get a full 60 on the hill. So Gunless for the first one against Skies. Well, Looney's there for the second. Florida is still trying to put on the pressure, maybe for the break towards the end. Neptune able to find just 1 and 2 players hitting around through glass side. You got to be a little bit careful about not giving up the rotation, but 25 seconds on the scrap. Awakening is there, the break is in, and the game might just be theirs.
That could be it. That was an incredible bait there from Neptune. He slip slides on through, takes the shots. Awakening finds the kills. Octane now, get the break on. No, Slack's going to lock it down, hold it. Loony on the left side flank now. Here comes the opening. It's going to be Gunless and Prestinni. They find the kills. Looney's in on the time. It's a good bit of time. They need it all. It has to be perfect. Going straight across the basketball now. It's going to be Octane. But here come the Mutineers. This is it, baby. They put Octane in the dirt. Gunless, Loony falling to pieces. Seattle Surge have got nothing left in the tank. Florida, a massacre on raid. Secrets be damned. We had no idea what to expect, and none of us expected that.
And this is just what? Beatdown after beatdown. Skies clearly paid attention to Black Ops 4. The shot punch on point. The gunny quick reaction time. Disgusting. and someone, just someone trade him, man. Like, he's just killing everything in sight. Ridiculous performance out of him, the 12-0 start. Frankly, if it wasn't for the team kill, Skies has a perfect game. And he definitely doesn't, but good lord, what a performance out of the young man. And any time after that, I mean, we go on his kill just for a second. He's 180 world starring everybody.
Yeah.
Nice little cheeky smile on his face, dude. The investment paid off. Florida do not get eliminated. Hell of a series for them.
Hell of a series. Social soundboard presented by Astro, and yep, the timeline's on fire. Timeline's popping. Oh my lord, Caesar Skies Bueno is clearly invested heavily into his game. The Mutineers are all over it as well. I mean, I would imagine there is 7 million tweets out there right now. Something very similar. Everyone got to be getting involved on that one. Man, Skies, that was a ridiculous performance. It's so funny, like in the break chance, you said to me, like, man, I really see more out of Skies, dude. I was like, yeah, me too. I'd love to see more out of Skies. Oh my god, dude, did he pop off? There's your stats. 32 and 13 overall, 4,800 damage. I mean, all things considered, like, it was definitely a team effort. He was picking up a lot of one-shot players, but like, just to land those shots, like, you saw how crisp and pristine those 180s were, man. Like, it was just rancid. Either way, that's it. The series is done. Florida Mutineers, they will advance. And again, commiserations to Seattle Surge. There is definite improvements there. Control still needs to be worked on, but we will bid adieu to them here in the tournament. They will say farewell in our first major here in the CDL. And oh baby, what a series that was. Pulling the beard hairs out of my own mouth there. Well, friends, we have a Scuff player of the game, and you get one pick. Who do you pick? This time right. Skies. Which play? I don't know. All of them? God knows. Scuff player of the game. Caesar. Skies. Bueno. What an opening. I don't think you could have asked for more.
I mean, that's 2 kills in like the span of a second. This is obviously the 6-0 start. I mean, he just gets like what, 2 quad feeds back to back in the span of 15, 20 seconds, whatever it's going to be. Just ridiculous performance coming in from him. Dude. And I will say, we were talking about just you need to shut down the SMGs on the flip side. Well, I think Skies and Awakening, mainly Skies in that last game, combined for 53 kills. 52, 53, something like that. They almost outslayed the entirety of Seattle Surge by themselves. I mean, just a completely nutty performance. And if you're Slack and Neptune, all you need to do is gas it to teammates. Be like, you're the best, do that every time. This is going great. I love you, teammate. This is amazing. Because frankly, if you're shooting like that, there is not a lot many teams in this league can do. That is just ridiculous stuff, excuse me.
Oh, no, I like that.
Bueno. Work that one into the mix. But either way, just nutty stuff for them. And that's the exact kind of series they need to get the ball rolling, to get the vibes and confidence flowing for the duration of the first major that we have. Because as good of a game as it was, they got a long way to go.
Long way to go. Well, this is your Major Tournament 1. This is the Thursday schedule brought to you by US Army. First up, it's the battle for Los Angeles. The LA Thieves going up against the LA Guerrillas. After that, Chicago OpTic, NYSL. We got Paris versus the Mutineers. Now that's locked and loaded. And we get a rematch for the Battle of the North. There it's going to be Minnesota Røkkr taking on the Toronto Ultra. After what was a wonderful day of games, man. I mean, that's one that's going to stick with all of us for a long time, I think. Those performances were terrifying. I'd imagine if you're Paris Legion, you're just watching that, you're kind of like, oh, nah, really? Like, nah, bro. I'd rather play Surge at this point in time. Like, come on, Mutineers looking fire. That was deadly. But can you rely on individual performances from these players for how long in the tournament? But that just goes to show that's tournament time right there. This is the entire bracket overall. So winners bracket in the top, lower bracket down low. Again, if you lose in the elimination bracket, peace out. You're done there in the tournament. We already have had to say goodbye to the Royal Ravens after what was an incredibly exciting series to start the day. And that one from Surge, I mean, there's not a lot you can do. There really isn't much you can do. Mechanically, they were super sound. They were making good decisions all around in almost every game mode. That Search and Destroy was incredible. The first hard point was pretty tight. Control still needs work done. But man, Surge, I had him in my pick'ems. I'm not going to lie. I thought they were going to win this one 3-2. Idiot. After that performance, idiot. What about you, dude?
I mean, I would just say for Florida, we came into the year, just a lot of people had them like in and around the top 4 in their power rankings. Obviously, I think for everyone that kind of fell off, right? The 1-4 performance through the opening section of stage 1 that we had didn't look good. And a lot of players or people dropped them down in the power rankings. That looked like the top 4 team we were expecting. If they can keep that performance up, and again, S&D, they are still 1-5 overall. If they can just clean up some of those rounds that they have, if Neptune can continue to go big, I mean, this is a team that we're talking about how hard a loser's bracket run may be. They might have it in them.
That's a scary thought, man. Again, you keep going through those lower brackets like any other tournament. You get hotter and hotter, and by the time you roll the way over, it's going to be a dangerous end of the tournament. But we do have a bit of a fun one for you guys. We're going to show you Awakening's control round. Of course, he went on some tear. That's the best way to put it. It was some brutal stuff, and Chance, that was the stuff that, you know, things are. That's the magic, man. That's the real magic that things are made of. The kill on a Loony was one thing. God knows how he managed to get the last kill on Octane. Like, he must have been less than one shot, but what a snap that was. Unreal stuff. You know that we're talking a big wake after this one with iLLeY. You know it, dudes, but wow. Florida Mutineers, congratulations again. One hell of a series. You got me feeling great after that one. When we come back after the break, iLLeY's chatting to Awakening. We hope you enjoyed the show, friends. We'll see you later. Hey, I don't think we could have asked for a better series.
The Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Hello everybody and welcome to your Game Fuel Victory Spotlight, and I have the man of the hour, the man of the day potentially. I've got Awakening from Mutineers. Awakening, man, first of all, I've got to give some love to your team because that was ridiculous. I felt like you guys were taking it in turns every single map to just turn up and do the most ridiculous stuff we've ever seen. Yeah. So a huge congratulations to all of you overall. But man, I got to talk about you here, Awakening. I don't mean to embarrass you, but I've got to gas you up because what you were doing in that final map was unreal. And I've got to know, is there anybody in the league that frustrates you at all? Because you are right up there right now, potentially in the race to becoming the best player we have in the league. So I want to know from you, do you feel like you have a chance of being the best player in the league? Does it feel that way to you?
That's not really up to me. I'll let everyone else decide that, but I just put in the time and put in the effort and I just do me.
What goes through your head in moments that we've just seen? Overall on that map, you know, you start just clutching up, you get a few pieces here and there, the streaks come through, but you just have such incredible awareness. What kind of goes through your head there? I don't know, I just feel like in this game it's super easy to know where everyone's at all times, so like it just makes my job way easier, and like I obviously have the gun skill and the talent, so it's just pretty easy. I love that. Just pretty easy, guys. You make me feel like I could just jump on now and just go and clutch up some pubs. But we got some, of course, some tweets on the board as well. I mean, I'm up there. Look, I'm wide awake. Wake me up before you go. Big Wake is different. Wake's the best in the game. People are very loud right now over your Awakening because you really are changing things up, and it's some of the best Call of Duty we've seen in a long time. So keep it up, pal. Absolutely formidable.
Thank you so much.
I also have to know that obviously the other rest of your teammates have been also playing up to an incredible standard. Neptune, that ace, I've got to know, what are the comms like when you or Neptune or Skies or even Slacked start just going off like that?
In that ace, we were honestly just all mind blown that Prestinni decided to chuck the bomb like that, and then Neptune obviously just got the defuse, and I don't know, we were just all mind blown, honestly.
I love that. Well, tell you what, you've left us all mind blown after today, and we're very excited for your next step into the bracket. I wish you the best of luck and a big congratulations for your first hurdle in our first major. Well, there you have it, guys. We're going to head to a quick break right now, but when we come back, we're going to be breaking down everything that we've just seen. We're going to start another fire on the desk versus Study and Nameless, because we've got to find out how they're feeling about their potential picks, and the bigger one, who's going to be winning this entire major. We'll be talking all of that and more right after this.
They say credit belongs to the man in the arena who spends himself in a worthy cause. The glory is reserved for the few who, no matter what, answer the call to enter the arena. It echoes out, reverberating across the globe. It only acts to reach the bold, never the timid. The call delivers victory to the deserving and rewards the devoted. For when your time comes, there is only one option. Enter the arena. Fight for the call.
It is the first day of the first major, and we will be crowning our first ever major champion by the end of this week. And talking about firsts, we'll also have our first winner of this Nameless versus Study saga that has been going on all day and through both of our matches. I'm very eager to find out who's going to be taking this top spot today. Easy, huh? Do you know what, gents? We've obviously had an incredible day of Call of Duty. We said goodbye to a few of our teams now. It's very, very sad, but hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles up in here. And we've had Ultra and Mutineers move on forward into the tournament. I've got to know from both of you, gents, which team that has won today has a better chance of pulling an upset tomorrow. I want to know from you, Nameless. Talk to me.
I think it's got to be the Mutineers. The way that we just saw them play, I mean, Skies has finally arrived. He's been underperforming throughout all of stage one, and then today he said no more. It's tournament time. I'm going all out. And he went in, man. He turned up on that last map to put a stamp on the series. Awakening, who's been one of the best players we've had in our league throughout all the stage, continued his greatness in this match. I mean, that control was next to perfect, right? So a couple mistakes in the search and destroy, like it could have went their way. So I think they have a great chance at continuing this run.
Yeah, and for me, I'm going to have to go with Nameless as well. Florida, they played unbelievable today, man. A team that started off 1-4 throughout the first stage of the first couple of matches throughout this last couple of weeks. You got to be feeling good for them, man. They came in and looked like a complete team today. Every single map, there was a different player stepping up when they needed to the most. Awakening on the control. Skies on the hard point. Neptune in the search and destroy. And, oh, man, just talking about this team, man, it's so scary because obviously I didn't pick them to win today, but they're really scary, especially if they have the ability to make it through that losers bracket run.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm on the same page with you guys. I think, honestly, the way that they rotate each player to be a superstar in each game that we saw today was just ridiculous. The fact that they can all do that and have that ability behind them is just amazing. And I think an upset could definitely brew from that. So, hey, look, we need some life vests up in the CDL because I think there's a team that's in trouble of drowning over here.
Goodness,
we'll see. I tell you what, though.
Dad jokes.
I've got to. It's what I'm made of, man. You can't stop the train, dude, when it's left the station. Now, Nameless, obviously, you guys and Study have been going toe-to-toe against each other on and off cam, and I got to know what has been going on between you. So, we did have the pair of you, I believe, choose Ultra to win. Am I right in thinking that?
Yes.
Okay. But this game that we just saw was a little different. So, who had Mutineers and who had Surge?
Come on now, you already know I had the Mutineers. He picked Surge. He was delusional. And it's just like our playing days. Like regular season, Jay was there. When it's tourney time, he's nowhere to be found. I caught the dub day one and it continued throughout the week. And I'm going to talk trash. How it goes, man. I mean, right there.
Okay.
Dang, there goes the graphic. Put it up.
Wow.
Oh, we love that.
That graphics looks terrible.
We got a graphic habit. This is happening.
I'm going to make that my aBeZy.
Study, come on.
Yeah, you see that? Finished second 5 times. You see that right there on the bottom? It's real nice and small, but I finished second 5 times.
I have 2, though. Like, you were on my team for a couple of those. So.
Yeah, I know, and I also beat you a lot more than you beat me. We need that
that graphic
ASAP.
Is just beautiful, man. We love that. Wow.
This is fantastic. I'm really sad to see that Study has the white bar on the pick'ems points. That sucks. But tell you what, Jay, we're gonna try and hype you up a little bit on the desk. Let's try and get some of those in the bag here, okay, for the Call of Duty League. We got this, man. I tell you what, we need to head to the US Army schedule right now because we need to see what is coming your way tomorrow. And I'll tell you right now, it is stacked. We got LA Thieves versus Los Angeles Guerrillas. We got Chicago versus New York. We got Legion versus Mutineers. And we got Røkkr taking on Ultra. This is how the bracket is going to work for our Thursday. It's going to be pretty epic, actually. We've got some banger of matches in there. Literally looking at like OpTic, New York Subliners. Just ridiculous.
Surprise there.
And then obviously we have our fan picks. Yeah, major surprise Nameless. Like, big surprise. I mean, Chicago at the top of the leaderboard. Who would have thought, Nameless?
Oh, yeah. You know what is kind of surprising? LA Thieves only having 5% of the fan vote. It's a bit surprising to me. You know, even though they did lose that last match, like they had an incredible couple of weeks. I would think more people would have voted for them to win. But, you know, the top 4, pretty much on point.
Yeah, I think top 4 are not bad there. What do you think, Study, of FaZe being second to OpTic Gaming right there with your pick?
I like that because I chose FaZe to win the entire thing, man. I know they probably don't have enough fans as much as OpTic does, but it's definitely up there, man. Second place, you got to be feeling good. I'm excited to see them play tomorrow on Friday.
Me too, and I tell you what, with that, folks, I'm going to go to bed right this second because I want to wake up and I want it to be day 2 of this major. So I'm going to have to sign off right now. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure, as always. Day 1 is in the books. Day 2, just one sleep away. We will see you guys bright and early tomorrow.
I'm smoking Nameless tomorrow, I promise.
I doubt it.
Boy, oh boy, what a slaughter that was. Cammy on a bit of a tear now. God dang, Ultra are looking fine. The battle for the North is already off to a great start.
Strong start from Toronto.
Bams wins another big one. Oh my word! Ultra close it out. Florida Mutineers, brilliant players all round.
It's all on a slack. This is it.
Just straight up winning the gunfights.
Now it's looking a bit spicy. Skies on a rampage right now. Run, Florida! This could be huge. Big weight.
Awareness level 99 for Awakening.
And Neptune starting to look a bit nasty. Welcome to the COD League, young man.
Florida just pulled out some magic to make it happen.
And what a show they're putting on for us.